Well, hello there, subscribers. I'm Team Awesome. So I, as you can clearly tell, was away for 7 months on a break. I didn't really announce the break. I just kind of randomly took a break without meaning to take a break, if that makes sense. I had a lot going on, needed to focus on that part of my life, so I had to really just do some stuff and then find the inspiration again and come back. And I found that inspiration, guys. The motivation, the inspiration, it's here, and it's here to stay for a while. I may not post as regularly as I was. Like, I used to do once a week, but I might just be like sporadically, but I will keep the channel as updated as possible. I won't just take a 7-month break without giving you an announcement. Again, I promise. Anyways, alright, so I was creating a random logo for my channel, or trying to anyway, and made this really interesting image and thought, I'm just going to make a video and share this with my YouTube channel. It's been a while. So I have no idea what I'm going to title this channel. Title the video, but you'll find out. So whatever that says is what this is. Okay, so to start things off, I'm going to go to my type tool. I am choosing Arial Black for my font because, well, I like Arial Black, and it works really well with this particular effect I was going for. So I chose now a color. Any color is fine. I chose blue, but you guys can play around and see what works best for you. Doesn't matter. Anything works. It's fine. Then after doing so, I dropped the fill opacity to 20%. And then I added some cool effects on top of that. Now the effects that I am showing you were used in a previous tutorial years back. We did a glass effect, I believe, and the same styles. I altered them a bit, but they gave me a really nice effect, so I wanted to use that. So we're going to go and do that. So the style for this is inner bevel, technique is smooth, and the depth is 1000%. And our direction's up, and our size is 32. Soften is 16. Down here on the shading, we have a 0 degree angle, no global light, and a 40-degree altitude. Or anti-aliased is checked off on this one. And we have down here for our highlight mode, linear dodge add with a white color and an 18% opacity. Shadow mode is linear burn with a black color and an opacity of 8%. Next, I added a stroke of 1 pixel with a gray color like this. Overlay is my blend mode, and the position is inside with a 27% opacity chosen. Next, I went ahead and did a inner shadow, linear dodge add with a white color, and a 22% opacity. Again, no global light, and I made that a negative 90 degrees in the angle. 1 pixel distance, 0% choke, and a 0 size. And down here on our quality, we have contour selected here. This one's called Rounded Steps. You guys have this in Photoshop. It's probably in your preset folder. You may not have loaded it because there are a bunch of presets that don't come loaded in. You have to manually load those into your computer, so do that. Find your preset folder if it's not already in there, and load that. On mine, you click the gear grinder, and you go to Load Contours, and you find your folder, and boom, load them. Trust me. Okay, last but not least, we added a drop shadow. Multiply for the blend mode, and black is my color. 65% opacity with an angle of 0, and no global light again. Distance is 2, spread is 10, and the size is 10. Gonna click OK on that, and we're gonna get a really nice glossy effect like that. So that's what you should be seeing right now for your letter. Now we're gonna work on making a background. Now this is gonna be a little tricky. I did mine a weird way, and you guys can totally say I'm crazy for doing it this way, but that's fine. So what I did, I went over here and grabbed my lovely elliptical marquee tool, 75 pixel feather for that one, and right below everything, but above the background layer, I'm going to make a circle, any size circle, and now make sure you select your color that you like. Now, because I chose a blue hue for my letter, I'm going to do the same thing for this one as well. So I'm going to go with that, but you guys can pick your own colors, whatever works best for you. And we're going to take that for a background. So essentially we made like a gradient dot. Okay? Alright, now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and hit D on my keyboard, and then D basically defaults the color swatch back to black and white. So then, above that layer, we're going to go ahead and go to Filter, and we're going to click Clouds. Oops, hold on. First, you got to make sure that your layer that you have made with the circle is still got the marquee around it. Otherwise, you're going to have it on the entire layer. And you don't want that. You just want it inside the marquee. So now go ahead and hit Clouds, and it'll place it right inside there. Now get rid of the marquee by doing Control D, and we're going to set this to Overlay. Now, for me, because I chose a slightly different color of blue for this to show you guys, and mine looks a bit different. But on my actual outcome, which I'll show you guys in just a tad minute, let me delete this. Delete what I just did. So there's that one there. So see, I chose a different color hue for my dot, and then boom. I added my clouds, and I used overlay for my blend mode, and it gave me that lovely glowing effect right there. Alright, so there's your background, but now you gotta enhance the background, make it look even more awesome. So, I did a few things that were pretty neat. I grabbed a rectangle, and the rectangle tool is over here. If you don't know where that is, it's below your type tool. Select that, and make a rectangle that's of size. Any size is fine. Do that. And then what I did for mine is I went ahead and erased it so that it's not like covering up the letter. So erase blah 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 blah. So it's behind the letter. And the only reason why you really can't just put it behind the letter is because of all the overlays. It'll overlay regardless, so you'll need to just erase it. There's no way around that, I don't think. I mean, if there is a way around it, do say in the comments. Anyway, after doing that, I set my layers to 10%. And make sure when you make your rectangle that we just made, that you're using black. That way when you do the opacity change to 10%, it gives you that lovely effect you see. Alright, now let's use something else. So, we are then going to go ahead and add another rectangle, and this one is going to be white. So you're going to make this one a tad smaller, and place it in the same exact area, just a little smaller, and bring it back in, as you'll see there, and using white, also with an opacity of 10%. That's a really neat effect, guys. Right on. I'm telling you straight out. Okay, so we've done that. I still think it needs more. I really do, guys. Trust me on this. So now we're going to go ahead and add another layer. And we're going to grab our magical friend called the pen tool. Now, I'm not a very good person when it comes to using the pen tool. I will admit it. I hate it. It's just not really a fun tool for me. But it really makes this look awesome. So that's why I'm using the pen tool. So, on your new layer, I'll just make a new layer and show you guys what I did so you see visually. Grab the pen tool, and we're going to make squiggles like so. So you see how I made like a little wavy squiggle like that? Do that, then go to your brush, and you want to have a 10 pixel brush with the soft round brush that is, and then go back to your color swatch and have white as your color so that when you make the squiggle stroke, it comes out white. So now back to my layers palette. We're going to go back to our pen tool, right click it, and click stroke path. And you should use the brush tool and simulate pressure. Click OK. And now you can delete your path, and it gives you that really cool little squiggly, like wavy. Ah, that's so awesome, right? So we're going to place a bunch of those in like a star shape all around the lettering in the center. So you'll see how I've done this. I don't know why I have a seventh layer. I don't know why, but I don't need a seventh layer. So basically, that's the effect, guys. That's what I was aiming for. I wanted to add more stuff to this, but I didn't really know what else to add, so I stopped right there. But you guys who are more advanced than myself and know, and have been doing this for like 30, 40 years, you might know of other things to add to this, but I just stopped right there and thought, hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Now, I'm sure some of you might say, hey, isn't there a brush that would do the same thing? There probably is. I just haven't seen it, so I made my own. Okay? Alright. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching if you did. Guys, if you have any suggestions whatsoever, if you have a content you want to see on this channel, comment below in the comments, and I will try my best to make it happen and help you all out. If you also have any Photoshop necessity needs, like if you want me to help you make something, in like a, I don't know what, commissionable sense, like if you have a business and you need me to make you something for your business, shoot me an email at my business email. My business email, I believe, is in my channel description on the About Me section, so go over there, find my email, and shoot me a message there. You could reach out to me on Twitter if you want, but I don't really check Twitter as much, so I would definitely email me. Or comment below, and I'll try to figure out how to contact you, and we can work something out. But yeah, if you have any needs for Photoshop and want me to help you out in some way, I'm your person. I will do what I can. Thank you all for watching yet again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!